What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome all my new subscribers. I'm very thankful for each and every one of you guys, and I hope you guys are all having an awesome day or night or evening, whatever it is where you guys are at. It is bright and early here on this Sunday. In this video, I have another good friend of mine. I know I say that a lot, but lately a lot of my good friends are wanting me to detail their cars. So I can't say no. Take care of them. It helps me practice and learn at the same time. Get to shoot some footage for you guys. So I appreciate them for trusting me. This is a good friend of mine, Casey. He traveled, I want to say, 4.5 hours down here to bring his car to me. It's a beautiful, I want to say it's a 2005 BMW M3. And I'm going to be doing a full interior, exterior wash, decon. We wanted to polish it, but he's got to be back home so his wife can work Monday morning. So as far as polishing goes, we're going to save that for another time where he can leave the car with me. For now, we're just going to go ahead and take care of the interior, wash it, decon it, get some nice protection on it, and go from there. So I want to get you guys out here and show you this thing, kind of give you guys a walk around. Before I do that, I am going to be using this for the first time in this video, so if you guys are new, bear with me. This is the iSteady gimbal for my GoPro. I had a couple subscribers, suggest picking one up, especially my buddy Fab has one and he says it's awesome. It just gives me better quality videos instead of me holding the camera. It gets all shaky and stuff, so I'm going to be using that for the first time. So if the video's a little off compared to my other ones, just bear with me, guys. I promise I'll get that down and whatnot. But I'm trying to get some better videos out. I'm starting to learn how to do voiceovers and put music in my videos and stuff. Just taking that next step for my videos. So if you guys can be patient with me, I would appreciate that. I've got my Mickey Mouse coffee cup, having my morning coffee. It's early here. I was up at 5 getting things set up. So let's get out on this M3 and let's check this thing out and see how we can transform this for my buddy Casey today. So here we are, just a quick little walk around of before I rinse the car, just to give you guys an idea of the shape that the car is in. Obviously the front's got tons of bugs on it. I went ahead and soaked all those with the McKee's Roadkill. It worked absolutely awesome, breaking up all those bug guts all over the front of the car. So here we're going to go into a little walk around of the car. All right, we are moving on into the interior now, and you can see these door jambs are stained pretty bad. We're gonna take care of those, and you can see light dust and dirt on the carpet and whatnot. But we're gonna go ahead and take care of all that for him. So here we go. Let's check out the interior. So here we are doing the first foam down. In my foam cannon, I've got 2 ounces of Reset, the rest filled up with water, just regular water, not warm water or anything like that. What I'm doing here is just covering in a good layer of foam, and it was cool outside, so I was able to let the foam dwell for almost 8 to 10 minutes and let it really break down and dissolve some of that surface dirt that's on the surface of the paint. That way I'm less likely to induce any scratches when I go in with my contact wash. Here I am just giving it a nice thorough rinse down after the soap had a chance to dwell on the paint. Get some of that dirt off there and get ready to go in for my contact wash. So here I'm laying down the second layer of foam. This layer is actually going to stay on the car. I'm going to leave this on the car, and I'm going to grab my soft detail brush and I'm going to go around the car, around the emblems and grills and all the little tiny nooks and crannies you can't get with your wash mitt. Now here I'm going in for my contact wash. I've got 2 mitts. I got the other one soaking in the wash bucket. But I used one mitt for the top half of the car, and then I switched to my other mitt for the bottom half. Although once I get to the bottom half and the rear bumper, I always spray my mitt out. Once I look on the mitt and see if there's any dirt, I spray it out with the hose before I put it back in my bucket. Here in my little HDX pump sprayer, I've got super clean diluted 5:1. What I'm doing here is just pre-treating the fender wells to help loosen and break up some of the dirt and grime in the fender wells before I come to. There was not enough space for me to get my my fender brush through there. I was able to use my easy detail brush, to get in there, but not all the way. So I'm using this to help break up some of that stuff in hopes that my power washer can rinse it off. So here on the door jambs, I am using my super clean as well in my pump sprayer, 5-to-1. I'm just soaking down the door jambs, and I'm using my detail brush to get in all the nooks and crannies and get that dirt out of there. Bring that foam up, so I can get all the dirt up into the foam, and then come back and rinse it off with my power washer. Now here you can see there was a stain there. He said he tried to get it off, but he couldn't. But Super Clean has no problem taking care of that. The brushes make it so much easier than trying to scrub. You just lift all that dirt off into the foam, and then you're able to wash it away. Here in my pump sprayer, my little $7 Home Depot pump sprayer, I've got P&S Brake Buster. It's one of my favorite all-wheel cleaners. You can do your wheels and tires with it. It works absolutely awesome. I'm using it 3-to-1 here in my pump sprayer. I just really been liking this Brake Buster. It just saves me time. Now here I got my separate wheel bucket. I've just got some car soap in there, just whatever I feel like throwing in there, just a little bit to give me a little bit of lubrication in the bucket. You see I got my easy detail brushes to take care of these wheels. Makes it much easier to get into the spokes. Just got to be careful when you pull it out, because it does fling everywhere, so you gotta be mindful of that. So here you see me grab my Chemical Guys stiff tire brush to scrub the tire down. Now when you're cleaning your tires, as you can see here, is really brown, the foam. What you want to do is you're going to want to rinse it down and go in for another pass. As many passes as you have to do before that the foam stays white. That'll ensure you got all the dirt off the tire. And now here I'm just using my tire and wheel detail brush to get into the lug nuts and take care of this wheel. So here I'm moving on to the iron remover stage. This stage helps break down any of those iron particles, or what they call ferrous metals, that are embedded in the clear coat. Now you'll be able to see it starts turning purple. That's the chemical reaction of the cleaner dissolving and reacting to the metal that's in the paint. That's going to help dissolve it out of the paint and make it easier to come out when you go to your clay stage. So here I'm using the Eagle One black and plastic coat. It's an excellent alternative to iron remover. I got it for about $5 at Walmart. Now you do want to be careful. From what I'm hearing lately, if you have a single stage paint job, it could cause some staining. So be mindful of that when you use it. I haven't had no issues since I've been using it, so just take that into consideration. It does work pretty good. I mean, for the price, you just can't beat it. Now here you'll see it bleeding. That's what they call it, pretty much all over the car. And here's my little man. He said, "You know what, Dad? You can't have all the fun." I turn around. He's inside. He's got his own microfiber. He's going to town detailing his tow-mater. Make sure it looks good for this weekend's car show, huh, bud? Gotta love it. He loves detailing just like Pops. So here, I'm doing a nice thorough rinse after about 8 minutes of the iron remover sitting on the paint, letting it dwell and do its work. You just want to make sure you give it a nice, good, thorough rinse off to ensure you get it all off the paint. So now it comes time for the second part of the decontamination process. I'll be using my nanoskin clay towel. I'll just be using the soap from the bucket. Basically, I go around and use the wash mitt with the soap to provide my lubrication for the wash mitt. Now, in the bucket, I did add a few ounces of the Griot's Garage Brilliant Finish Rinseless Wash for a little extra lubrication. And I go around the whole car with this mitt, rinsing it out every few passes to go ahead and remove the remaining grit or any embedded contaminants that may be in the clear coat. So now it's drying time. Here, I'm drying the car with my GT Shine Royal Plush drying towel. This towel is super soft, ultra absorbent. I really, really like this towel. It's very thick, it's quality. It won't scratch your paint. It's safe for the paint, and it really, really absorbs a lot. If you want to check out gtshine.com and check out these towels, you're more than welcome. But I really, really, really love these towels. So I'm just going around drying the car, getting ready for the next step. Here, I'm just taking my leaf blower and I'm getting all the remaining water off the paint and all the nooks and crannies and everything. Because there's nothing more irritating when you go to apply your wax or sealant and you got water dripping down the paint. Oh, that bugs me.
And here we're moving to the trunk jam is what I would call it. It can kind of be tricky to get in here in these little spots, but having detail brushes kind of makes it easier to get down in the nooks and crannies where your fingers can't get. Just getting here with my super clean 7-to-1 is the dilution ratio I'm using, and I get in there with my rag. I'm just making sure I get all the tiny little areas and whatnot, making sure they're all clean. So here we are moving on to the floor mats. We're going to go ahead and get them nice and vacuumed out. Here I'm going to be using my rigid shop vac. I want to say it's a 4-gallon shop vac. I paid around $80 for it, I think, at Home Depot at the time. It's the one that has the wheels on it, but I don't really like the wheels because my driveway is slanted and it tends to roll sometimes. But that's all right. I make do with what I got. It's an absolute good vacuum. And here I'm just using my drill brush to help loosen up the fibers and get some of that deep stuff that's stuck in the carpet out. So then I can go back over it again and vacuum it up, because that stuff, you'd be surprised at how much stuff you can pull out of the carpet after you vacuum it and you think it's vacuumed. You hit it with your drill brush and stuff starts coming out you didn't even know that was in there. So it's a really, really, really good step to make sure a proper vacuuming before you go in with your extractor. So here, moving on to the interior. I'm taking my interior detail brush and I'm going around all the cracks, the vents, all the switches, anywhere that dust and particles can hide. And I have my shop vac, my rigid shop vac, right here to basically scoop it into to help eliminate stuff falling on the floor. That's just more stuff you got to vacuum up. But it really is it's easier to scoop it into the vacuum. I find. And the brush really lets you get all the dust and stuff out of the switches, because that's where the details are, is all the stuff in between the switches, the vents, stuff like that. It's really, you can't get it with a towel. So this is a really good step to ensure you get all that stuff out. Here, I am soaking the carpet in my super clean diluted 5-to-1 out of my pump sprayer. I'm just going to go ahead and soak it down, and then I'm going to grab my drill brush and agitate it before I go ahead and extract it. Now what I'm going to be extracting with is the Bissell Spot Clean Professional. I've had it for a few months now, and it's an absolute fantastic little machine. I've only used it for detailing, but it works absolutely fantastic, and I cannot recommend it enough. It really, really is a solid little machine. I picked it up on Amazon. I want to say it was around $170, $180, somewhere around there, but for under $200, I'm very, very happy with it. I have no complaints about it, and does an awesome job. So here I am making my way into the back seats. They were really just dusty. They didn't need to be scrubbed at all. They don't have people in their back seats. So just wiping it down with my super clean 7-to-1. Of course, after all this, I wiped it down with my Griot's Garage Interior Detailer to provide UV protection. You always want to follow up with a UV protection after you clean your interior, just to help protect it. Here, I am in the process of wiping down all the leather with some leather conditioner. I'm using here my Shiny's Detail Leather Conditioner. I've been using it on the past about 4 or 5 details, and I really, 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 really like it. It doesn't leave any high gloss, sticky residue, shiny type of leather. It just dries to a nice satin finish, and that's what I like. It works good. It smells absolutely amazing. When you get done, the whole car just smells fresh and clean just from the conditioner, and it does an awesome job. Here you're going to see me applying my CarPro Pearl diluted 1:1 for tires. I just recently started using a detail brush to apply it, and I really like it. It's so much easier to get into all the nooks and crannies of all the treads of the tires with the brush. Obviously, this is a low profile tire. If you have a bigger tire, it might be more beneficial to start with the applicator sponge and then come in to dial in your tire shine with your detail brush. Just let you get in all the licks and crannies. The little lip between the tire and the rim, sometimes it's a pain in the butt to get with the foam applicator. So it really lets me get in there. And then when I'm done, I let it sit for about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and I come with the dry microfiber, and I just go ahead and lightly wipe the tire down, any residual residue, and that leaves me with a nice, perfect satin finish, which is what I love. So here I am going to be going over the car one more time, and what I'm using right here is my Clean Strip Prep All. This is a paint prep basically. It allows you to go around the paint and remove any oils, any kind of residual residue that was left over on the paint that may have been there from the wash or somebody touched it. So this is just a good step to ensure you're getting a nice clean surface for your paint sealant or wax to bond to. It's just a good step to do, I think. So now that we got the car all wiped down, free of any oils or any residual residue that was left over, I'm going to be applying my paint protection, which in this case, I'm going to be using my Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions ceramic spray coating. And you'll notice I just sprayed directly into my rag. Sometimes I sprayed on the paint, sometimes I sprayed on the rag, but a little bit goes a long way. So I find it easier to just give it one good spray into the rag, and then just consider to massage it into the paint. And what I really like about the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solution spray wax is it smells good, it goes on so easy, and as you work it in the paint, it tells you it just starts getting super slick, and you can just, I don't know, I feel it massaging into the paint, if that makes any sense. But it's a really fantastic product, and I've been falling in love with the shining gloss that this stuff provides. It is an absolute winner. I've used it on the last, I think, 3 details I've done, and they've been absolutely blown away by the results. The shining gloss is just ridiculous with this stuff. I really like it. For right now, it's one of my favorite products as far as paint protection to use. So we're going to end this video with a nice walk around of the finished product. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming along and watching my videos. Here I'm trying something new, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. Thank each and every one of you guys. If you like this, hit the subscribe button, smash that thumbs up, and hit that bell so you guys get notified when I upload another video. I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever it is where you're at, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.